University. My name is Caitlin Feldman, and I am a career advisor in the John P. Fahey Career Center here at Creighton University. As many of you know, this fall we will be holding our very first ever virtual career fair in light of the COVID-19 pandemic. And so many of you may be wondering, how do I get signed up for a virtual fair? What is a virtual fair? How do I access it? How do I know where to go? Many of you maybe are unfamiliar with our Handshake website, especially as in years past, you were able to access the career fair just by simply showing up to the ballroom the day of. And so today I'll take just a couple minutes to walk you through what Handshake is, what that wonderful platform is, how we use it, and how you can get your profile ready to go so that you are ready to sign up and register for our first ever virtual career fair coming up here in just a few weeks. So Handshake is a national website that's used by over 80% of colleges and universities around the country. And Handshake is a great place where employers, career services folks like myself, and students can come together for both learning and different opportunities that relate to their careers. So on Handshake, you can find a lot of things. You can find job postings. So yes, it is a job board. You can see full-time jobs, part-time jobs, internships, on-campus jobs. About anything you can think of, it's probably listed there, not just for jobs here in Omaha, but all around the country, and even a couple things that are international. It's also a great platform that we utilize for different learning opportunities. So many employers will use it to do virtual and, in non-COVID times, in-person employer panels where you may be able to come and learn about a different company or different opportunities. We use it in the Career Center for different programming and lab opportunities, and we also use it for our career fair. So this year will be the first ever time we've done a virtual fair, one that's completely online, again, in light of this COVID-19 pandemic, and that's where we'll be hosting our events, and we'll talk about that in a later video that you can access as well. We also are able to make appointments with career advisors through Handshake, so that's where you'll find access to us. Again, if at any point as we're going through this information in this video or another as we prep for the virtual fair, if you're having questions or you want to get some more advice on things, feel free to make an appointment with us in the Career Center and we would be happy to help you. So let me show you how to get onto Handshake. The first thing to do is search for the John P. Fahey Career Center. So if you search for just the John P. Fahey Career Center, Creighton Career Center, any of those things, you'll be able to find our website here. It looks just like this. One of the first things that's listed on the right-hand side here is a link to Handshake. And so as you click in here, you can see how you can access Handshake. The great news for all Creighton University students is regardless of whether or not you have accessed this site before, you do not need to create a profile in Handshake. You have already been added to the system as a Creighton University student. We have taken the trouble out of that for you by uploading you already. So if you sign in right here, you'll see that there's no register link on our website. It's just a login. So as you click here to student and alumni login, it'll redirect you to Handshake site, but you should see our John P. Fahey Career Center logo here. This is great because it will show you that you don't, again, need to register. You just need to sign on with the same netid@creighton.edu email address and password that you would usually do for your email, Blue Line, many of the other Creighton single sign-on applications that we use. So as you click here, it's going to ask for my information here, and just like we're all used to, it's going to ask for me to authenticate this. I'm going to have it send me a push to my phone. This is where I should play some fun elevator music as we get this process done. And as that authenticates, it's going to redirect me to the Handshake site. So here's what our students usually see when they log on to Handshake. Now, if this is the first time that you've logged on to our Handshake site, again, logging in with your netid@creighton.edu email address and your normal password, you might be prompted to set up your profile. So Handshake will actually help walk you through some different steps of setting up your grade level, maybe some things that you're interested in. I think there are about 4 steps that it'll walk you through. But as soon as you get through those pieces, you can either do them when you first sign on or you can skip to do those later. You should see this as a homepage. And just like I mentioned before, there are many different things that Handshake lets us do. You can look at job opportunities, we can look at different employers and research. We can learn from our students and alumni in different ways as well. You can actually look up different students and Creighton grads that are listed here. Lots of different learning opportunities, events just like we talked about, and an ability to connect with the Career Center to make an appointment with us as well. So one thing that's really exciting that's coming up soon, like I mentioned, is our first ever virtual career fair. In later videos, we'll show you how to get access to the career fair by registering and signing up for group and one-on-one sessions. But again, for this video, we want to make sure that your profile and what you're showing to employers and other individuals is actually ready to go on Handshake. So in this homepage, if you go up to the right-hand side here, you'll see a little circle, which eventually you can upload a photo. Usually your picture will be here. But right here, you can select down into My Profile. And here what you'll see is my version of a student profile. As it loads here, you'll see that I've added a photo. You'll see that I've got my grade here that's listed, and I've got my profile about 35% complete. Many of our Creighton University students ask how robust your profile has to be, especially compared to maybe a LinkedIn profile or your resume document as it exists outside of a virtual platform. All of these things are important to complete, but this Handshake profile is especially important as we head into, again, a virtual event like the career fair. Lots of great pieces that you can add in here. So we can see that I've added some educational pieces here. The My Journey section is a little bit more just about your story. So you can add a couple lines in and maybe about what year in school you are, things that you're pursuing as far as your degree, some activities that you might be involved in, and maybe what you're looking for out of a job or internship opportunity in the future. You can upload some different work and volunteer experiences and maybe even add some bullet points. A great way to fill this section out is just by including things that would be on your resume document. Over here, it will give you an option to edit your interests, and we'll look at a second page that will help us to do that in just a moment. Some different roles and opportunities that you might be looking for. It includes your contact information, and there is a section where you can include skills and also upload documents to this site. So this profile section is a great thing for you to start filling out. You can edit it directly from this page here. So you'll see some little edits come up as we go down through. You can add a lot of great experiences here. A couple other things that we'll want to touch on as we look through this profile is under this tab here. You can see, again, like I mentioned, you can upload different documents here. Maybe you have a resume that you've been working on maybe from high school, or maybe something that you've been working on since you've been here at Creighton. Having a document uploaded in Handshake is a great way to showcase to employers the experiences that you already have and what you can bring to the table to an opportunity they may be providing to you in the future. If you've applied for jobs or applications, those are also here as well. Again, interviews, reviews, lots of different applications that we can use in Handshake. But a couple of pieces that we want to hit on, especially in preparation for our virtual fair. The career interest tab here is especially important to showcase to Handshake and again at future employers what you're interested in. So here is where you can tell Handshake if you're interested in full-time, part-time, on-campus internship opportunities. Select all, none, or one, whatever you feel. What Handshake can help you with. Again, what are you looking for out of Handshake and their opportunities? What do you want to do after graduation? You can enter different types of roles, maybe some cities you'd like to live post-graduation, and then lots of check boxes to include based on industry, and then also job functions that might be interesting to you. Now, again, this may seem overwhelming. If you're brand new to Creighton, maybe you're brand new to Handshake, I don't know what I want to look for just yet. You are welcome to select as many or as few as you would like, and this is also something you can update as often as you like. So if you decide in a semester that your interests have changed, you've changed a major, you want to focus on something else, that is totally fine. You can update this at any time that you like. Once you have all of that information in there, you can click Save My Career Interests. That will save that and update it. So again, employers can see that. This will also be important as we head into the career fair, as many employers will have marked preferences for different students they'd like to talk to, and it will showcase which options match your profile. So you're actually able to see employers that maybe are best suited for your major or your interest area. A couple other things that we'll look at on your profile here would be your notifications and your settings and privacy. As we go into the settings and privacy tab, this is especially important for the upcoming career fair as we look at what visibility you're actually seen with by employers. So what is recommended from Handshake in this privacy section is a community privacy setting. This means that students, alumni, and employers will all be able to see your information. And again, you can decide which information you include or exclude from people's visible view, but this general privacy view will help you to better match to career fair opportunities and again, be able to get signed up for different sessions in the virtual career fair. You can also include some work authorization information. So especially if you're an international student, this can be especially helpful. You're also able to select prefer not to answer these questions, and it should not preclude you from being able to attend group and one-on-one sessions for the career fair. After that, you can save this little update here, and it'll take you back to your profile. You can also update your notification preferences here. If you feel like you're getting a lot of notifications from Handshake, you can also tell it what you'd like there. From there, I'll return us back to the profile station as we get ready here for the career fair. So again, great things for you to fill out into your profile, making sure that you have gotten this profile ready to go, that there's some type of content in there. And more than that, just making sure that the content that is listed is correct for you. Occasionally when students log in, they may have changed their major since the last time this was updated. The system does speak with the banner system or what the registrar's office knows about each student. So occasionally we see a major or a GPA or a year in school that's a little bit off. You're able to edit that information right here. So you can actually tell it showcases maybe you're academically a senior, but you're really a junior or a third-year student on campus. You can always edit that here and just update it. That way, the information in the system is the most accurate to who you are at this current time. But if you have questions on this, again, a great way to make sure that you are up to date on your information, that you understand what Handshake does for you, and how to get ready again for that virtual career fair that's coming up in a couple weeks, is to make an appointment with a career advisor. Again, you can do that in the Handshake system. And as I reshare my screen, we'll look at how to do that. Right up here under the Career Center tab, next to that profile section, you can click here, click into schedule an appointment, schedule a new appointment, select your college, and then your options will show you a lot of different types of options here. I only have one option as I'm not technically registered as a Creighton student, but you'll see different options from resume creation, career counseling, internship search, all sorts of different options for you to choose 30-minute or full hour appointments. Additionally, the Career Center offers drop-in advising hours every day from 2 to 4:30 p.m. in the afternoons. Currently, the Fahey Career Center is only doing virtual appointments, so both scheduled and drop-in appointments are virtual. If you'd like to attend a drop-in appointment, you are welcome to call our front desk number to be added to the waiting list, and then that career advisor will send you a Zoom link to hop into their Zoom room at that time. Drop-in appointments are great because they're typically 10 to 15 minutes long, a little bit shorter than, even the 30-minute appointment time, and they're great for just a quick check-in or a tutorial on how to get into your Handshake profile if you're needing that assistance. So in addition to making an appointment with the Career Center, please check out our other videos on how to get registered for the career fair and how to sign up for group sessions and one-on-one sessions, and an additional video on how to prepare to be your best self in that virtual fair, talking about your elevator pitch, questions to prepare researching employers, and making sure that your tech and virtual backgrounds look professional for that virtual event. Thanks, Blue Jays, and we'll see you at the career fair.